here today for a presentation by our consultants, Convention, Sports, and Leisure. CSL was hired by our organization, the LCCCA, as requested by Wells Fargo Bank during the restructuring agreement that we did last October. We'll be hearing today from John Kaatz and from Mark Tobin. John is the principal with CSL, and Mark is more of a financial guy. He's with our HREC Development Resources.
So I'm going to take the opportunity here to run through the highlights of the report. It's in draft form right now. It covers, again, many aspects of the operation. In our meetings over the past several days and months, we've collected great comments. We're going to be finalizing the report over the next several days to make sure everything that is suggested, including any comments here today, are folded into the draft report before it's finalized. So with that, I'm going to jump right in. And talk about this particular slide, some of the destination and convention center conditions as they relate to the convention industry. As I look at Lancaster and the center in a broader perspective, and I ask, what are the strengths of the market for the convention industry? They do include things such as the unique heritage and culture, obviously the Amish tradition, natural beauty. We have a tremendous population within drive distance. And we have downtown that I think is, from the perspective of the meeting planner and the meeting attendee, is very vibrant. There are restaurants, great historic architecture you're creating, and I think the private sector investment creating a walkable district that responds well to what the convention planner and convention attendees are looking for. So those are all strengths that speak to the ability of Lancaster to continue to attract conventions on a state, potentially regional basis. And I think that will continue into the future. On the challenge side, we do have a challenge with respect to hotel. We have one hotel downtown that is convention quality and close to the center. There really are no other convention quality properties within, say, a half mile of the building. And the convention planners are looking for that compact hotel package, which in many cases you don't have to offer. You've got to go out to double tier a little further than that to assemble a room block, which is very doable. And it works since we have a lot of driving traffic, but there are markets that offer a more competitive package. So that is something we're selling against. Again, those things change over time. Over the life cycle of this building, we would expect additional property to develop over time, but in the near and midterm, it is one of the challenges we have. We looked at the use of the center as a beautiful property. When I came in from Minneapolis, walking through the lobby, the pre-function areas, what you've been able to do to maintain some of the historic aspects, you do have kind of a wow moment in terms of the quality of the facility, but I think they've done a great job with it. It's used in terms of number of events in the early years of operations. We're still kind of in the startup mode. Roughly 240 to 280 events a year. And when I look at that from an occupancy perspective, if I look at each of the spaces in the building, we have achieved occupancy that's within the range that you'd expect for a traditional convention center, 50 to 70% occupancy within most of the space, which is a good thing. The hope is that over time, you're able to, I'll use a phrase here from the hotel industry, yield manage that book of business so that we're doing more and more room night generating pieces of business, we're doing more events that generate revenue for the building. Over time, that's what needs to happen. Rather than just, here are our events, let's manage that to increase occupancy, but also increase the quality of the business that we have. I think the takeaway here on this particular slide is that if there's a perception out there that the building is wide open, that nobody's building, that's really not the case. We're at occupancy levels that are common within